When news broke that Dwight Howard was engaged to Love and Hip Hop cast member Amy Luciani, people were shocked. Dwight has been in the news for years for fathering multiple children with multiple women, and he has allegations that he likes her, him, and them.
Bestie, you messy as hell. You is so messy. You trying to say he trisexual? He'll try anything, huh? Is that what you're trying to say?
Unsurprisingly, the marriage is on its last leg after multiple divorce filings, and today we'll be peeling back the layers of this hot, stankin' mess that was doomed from the start. But before we dive deep into other people's business, don't forget to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of Applewood smoked bacon jerky, freeze-dried goodies, and butter toffee peanuts. To really understand this latest round of tomfoolery, we have to rewind the clock back to 2007, before Dwight and Amy were even a thing. Dwight was in his third year in the NBA when he shocked the sports world after getting Orlando Magic cheerleader Royce Reed pregnant. Now, normally an NBA player having a baby out of wedlock wouldn't exactly make headlines. That's practically a league tradition at this point. But Dwight's situation had folks raising their eyebrows for a very specific reason. Ever since he entered the league, Dwight had been extremely vocal about his Christian faith. He proudly told everyone that Jesus was his Lord and Savior, and he took that reputation very seriously. He told reporters he read the Bible twice a day, and he even slept underneath a wooden cross and a copy of the Ten Commandments.
Child.
So you can imagine why people found it a little, ironic that a man who was publicly preaching righteousness was also out here engaging in some very unholy, unprotected premarital activities. And just like that, Dwight's squeaky clean image started getting a few cracks in it.
Fix it, Black Jesus. Come on and fix it now.
Now, when you look at situations like this, there's actually some psychology behind it, because Dwight's behavior wasn't just messy, it was a classic case of what the experts call cognitive dissonance. That's a fancy term for when someone's public identity and their private actions are doing two completely different things. When someone creates a very strict moral identity, it doesn't always mean they're living that life perfectly behind the scenes. Sometimes the pressure to appear righteous ends up creating the opposite behavior. It's a little like when someone goes on a super strict diet and then suddenly eats an entire chocolate cake at midnight. The more something is suppressed, the more it has a funny way of popping back up. But he didn't just stop with one child. He turned around and fathered 4 more children with 4 women.
That dang-a-lang was busy, wasn't it?
No matter how many fish tacos he was busting in, he couldn't escape the rumors about his sexuality. In 2018, a transgender social media influencer named Mason Elehe took to Twitter claiming he had been involved in a relationship with Dwight. Mason even shared screenshots of alleged messages from Dwight. While Dwight never explicitly stated a preference for the same sex in the messages, he did refer to himself as being free. Mason ended up filing a lawsuit claiming Dwight and his team threatened him after he refused to sign an NDA after their alleged relationship ended. Dwight later countersued Mason for $10 million for slander, invasion of privacy, and abusive litigation. Neither Dwight nor Mason was willing to turn over any evidence to support their allegations, so Mason's claims were dismissed in 2023, and Dwight dropped his countersuit in March 2024. And then in July 2023, a man named Stephen Harper slapped Dwight with a lawsuit for assault and battery after he claimed Dwight pressured him into having some 3-way fun with a man dressed as a woman. In their alleged text messages, Dwight told Stephen, "Now I want you to know I'm not gay or anything, I'm just a little nasty sometimes."
Ninja, if you don't stop lying and just come on out the closet. The door open. Come on, we left it open for you. Come on out now. Come on.
Later on, in an interview with Way Up with Angela Yee, Dwight responded to the rumors about his sexuality by saying he wasn't concerned with people conspiring against him. Now, imagine everyone's surprise when, a year later, Dwight popped up with Amy, and he announced they were engaged.
Engaged?
Of course, everyone was confused because, well, you know, Amy didn't really seem like his type.
Messy, messy, messy.
Well, all right, Auntie. When someone has spent years fighting off rumors, lawsuits, and some very colorful allegations about their personal life, suddenly popping up with a fiancé can make people look at the calendar and go, interesting timing.
Yeah. You still ain't came out and say it, but I pick up what you're putting down.
All right, Auntie. Well, how about this? Psychologically speaking, when a person feels their reputation is under attack, especially around something tied to masculinity, they often feel pressure to reclaim control of the narrative. One of the fastest ways to do that in the public eye is through what experts call image correction. In other words, you make a very loud, very visible move that reinforces the identity you want the world to see.
Yeah.
But no one was falling for it, and they tried to warn Amy that she was making a terrible mistake. So Dwight hopped on Instagram Live and told the haters they needed to move on.
You worried about the past too much. Let it go. Whatever happened to me in 2024, it ain't coming with me in 2025.
Just 1 month after announcing their engagement, the couple got married in January 2025. And 4 months after becoming husband and wife, fans noticed that Amy and Dwight were noticeably absent from each other's social media accounts. They also attended events separately. In an attempt to silence the divorce rumors, Amy hopped online to say,
and I wanted to show y'all, like, it's my first time being married. I've never been married before. I don't plan on doing this twice. I actually wanted to show y'all a lot of stuff, but people were so negative and so nasty that I was like, maybe I gotta turn into that girl who don't show y'all nothing. You're not gonna talk about Dwight on my page. You're not.
To no one's surprise, Amy filed for divorce on July 1st, 2025, after 6 months of marriage. According to court documents, Amy said the marriage was irretrievably broken, with no prospects for reconciliation. 1 day later, a mutual restraining order was filed. Amy has asked the court for all marital assets and property to be divided equally between her and Dwight. She also requested alimony.
After 6 months of marriage, girl, if you don't get the hell on somewhere, call Mona Scott Young and ask her for a check. That's what you can do. You got a better chance of getting one from her.
Their split didn't last long, though. By September 2025, they were seemingly back together and posing for the gram. The following month, Amy gave advice to young, newly married women in a 3-minute clip she shared on social media. She said, "Let's talk about the struggles of being a new young wife. First thing I can tell you as a new wife, shut your mouth. Shut up."
No. You shut up, dummy.
She also explained that she wasn't the only one who filed for divorce. Dwight filed too. They celebrated their 1-year wedding anniversary in January 2026, and then 3 months later, Amy hopped online.
Here we go. Here we go.
She was in a car and crying a river. She claimed CPS took Dwight's daughter after multiple visits. She also alleged Dwight is addicted to booger sugar and that he coached his 12-year-old son to lie for an alibi.
So you must always tell the truth.
Yeah.
Telling the truth, but you lie, how you made him lie?
He was coaching our son to lie on me and I had to record it. But my marriage has landed me in a very dangerous position. My stepdaughter was just taken by CPS because of her father.
Ain't nobody tell you to marry that man. Not a single solitary person told you it was a good idea to marry Dwight Howard, of all people. Now look at you, you big dummy.
Even Royce chimed in on all the allegations.
When I tell you I have held this woman through tears because she's fighting for her daughter, and this man is out here just lying on her.
After her shocking allegations, Dwight filed for divorce.
So he had the divorce attorney on speed dial, huh? He was ready.
Amy also filed on the same day, but Dwight beat her to the punch. According to court docs obtained by TMZ, Dwight said they're not separated, but there's no hope of reconciliation because the marriage was irretrievably broken. Dwight also demanded exclusive use of his Georgia mansion. TMZ did a little digging and discovered that police had been called to the home 3 separate times within the previous 2 weeks. According to reports, the incidents included a threat made by someone about ending their life, a domestic disturbance, and a theft report. And then Dwight and Royce's son entered the chat and called everyone in the bloodline crazy. He also confirmed that he already knew that his dad was dealing with some issues.
The babies always know.
And there you have it. A relationship that probably shouldn't have started in the first place is now going up in flames, and they've even got the cheering caught up in the middle of the mess. Nonetheless, we wish all parties involved a peaceful uncoupling, because at this point, the healthiest outcome might simply be everyone going their separate ways and focusing on healing instead of headlines. Hopefully the kids are protected from the public back and forth, and the adults involved can figure out how to move forward without turning every chapter of their lives into another episode for the timeline to dissect. But knowing how this story has gone so far, we'll just say this: we're wishing them peace and quietly keeping an eye on the next update. If you enjoyed this video, let us know down below. And thanks for watching your favorite YouTube channel.
I know that's right. I know that's right.